Yeah. Hey everyone. Hello people. Hi. Good evening to all. Hi guys. Are people there? Am I audible, guys? Please give me quick reply in the chat box that am I audible? Hey, slow reverb. Sai Krishna. Hello. Hello, Rupesh. Good evening, Pranit. Hello, guys. Am I audible? Hi. Guys, if you are there, please put some so anything in the emoji that I will be able to know that people are there in the session, people are active. Good evening. I'm audible na, and visible also clearly. Hello Rupesh, hello Fact Insan. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So, guys, this is me, Anam from Let's Upgrade. My name is Anam, and I'm not your trainer. The trainer is okay. Thank you, guys, for the confirmation. So, the trainer is Ayush sir for this DSA bootcamp. He will be there with you for the 3 days. Yeah, that's the hype. Uh, Thank you, guys. So yeah, Ayusha will be there for you with you for the 3 days, and I'm here just to tell you like how to mark your attendance, how to submit your assignments, and how you will be getting your certificate on the end of this boot camp. And let me make you clear that the certificate will be available on the end of this boot camp after 3:30, 7:30 p.m. Sorry, my bad. After 7:30 p.m. Oh, slow Riva, you yourself, Ayush, your name is Ayush too. Okay. So, yeah, and I will share my screen for now and tell you like how to mark your attendance. Guys, I hope my screen is visible like it's shared for you all. Guys, fast. Hello, people. Only 69 people are there. So let's count it. Subscribe our channel and share our video with your friends and let them know that Let's Upgrade is taking a boot camp for free with certificate and it's valid from NSDC, ITM and Let's Upgrade, and also we are opening an APIs again fundamentals of Postman So sorry, guys. So sorry, due to the network issue, I got so sorry, so sorry, guys. So where did I stop? Hello, 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 hello. Guys, now I'm audible and visible. Hello, hello, guys. Just give me thumbs up in the chat box that am I audible. Hello, not visible. Achha. So I will tell you about the process again. Guys, here in the we have one link in the description box. Click on this link, and first of all enroll yourself for the boot camp. Then only will be getting the option to mark the attendance. And I have already marked for now, so sorry, I wasn't aware that my video has stopped. So here you will be getting the mark attendance option, and on day 2 and day 3 you will be getting view submit assignment toggle also. There you have to submit the assignment by sharing your GitHub link, Google Drive link, or any link that is accessible for everyone. So you can submit the assignment through your link, through the link. And after marking the attendance and submitting assignment, make sure that you're reloading the page. After reloading the page, you will get to see this progress bar. So it should be minimum 50% to generate the certificate on day 3. So guys, please make sure that you're marking your attendance every day. And we have Telegram and WhatsApp community groups. There we send you the daily reminders about the bootcamp, about the sessions, and about any upcoming thing that is coming in LetsUpgrade. We are launching. So please make sure that you're like joining our community group. आपको हमेशा अपडेट मिलता रहेगा हम क्या कर रहे हैं क्या नहीं. And so and again we are again launching Postman API Fundamental Student Expert Certification Bootcamp. It's again for 3 days, and this is the second time we are like scheduling this bootcamp, Postman ka bootcamp. So here in the one link, make sure that you're enrolling for this bootcamp and you be present there. It's very important. You can add this certificate on your LinkedIn ID or portfolio. You can use it. It will be helpful for your interviews. So guys, make sure that you're attending this boot camp. And also for the first time we are collaborating with fastn web development expert certification boot camp. It's again for 3 days. It's on 20th August, and the Postman is on 21st August. So make sure that you're also enrolling yourself for this boot camp also, and you be present on the same day. So guys, it will be this both the boot camp certificate will be helpful. This both the bootcamp certificate will be helpful for your LinkedIn ID. You can add this and upgrade your account. And guys, make sure that you're enrolling. And we have B.Tech Computer Science Engineering program. It's offline course. You can go through this link. And also we have Java DSA paid course. It's for 3 months and it's online. It's a live online course. You can enroll for this if you're interested. Please share it with your friends. Do let them know about LetsUpgrade. Please like our video, share our videos, and subscribe our channel. Thank you, everyone. So, guys, that's all from my side. Now, I will add the Ayush sir to the.
Okay.
Hi,
Hello
hello,
everyone.
Ayush
Hello.
sir. Hi, good evening,
Okay. Yeah.
sir. So,
Good
can
evening.
you?
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I'm audible.
So, sir, can you give a small introduction to them
Yeah,
and let
sure.
them know about
Am I
the
audible?
DSA? And yes, sir, you are
Yeah.
audible.
Okay, great. Yeah. So, hello everyone. Good evening. First of all, very good evening to all. I hope I'm audible and clearly visible, right?
Yeah, so
So,
you're
yeah,
so
that's a
may I
little
leave?
intro about. Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Hello.
sure.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Bye,
Okay,
everyone.
bye now. Okay. So, hello everyone. Okay, so a little bit about myself. My name is Ayush Singh. Okay, this you can see as well, and I have been linked mentoring students for a 1 year. Okay, and I have been there in the IT industry for around 1.5 to 2 years. Okay, so as a software developer, basically in the backend team. Okay, so I have worked with a few startups and a few MNCs as well, right? We have done a lot of internships as well, and like from the second year. And yeah, so that's it about me. Okay, so let's have a little bit interactive, right, session. Okay, make sure to interact and ask questions, right, as much as possible. Okay, so I'll be just seeing your chats as well on the studio. I'll share my screen. Okay, let's not waste much time. I'll share my screen. Just let me know when my screen is visible. Okay, just confirm in the chat box once it's visible. Right. Yeah, great, great. I'm audible, right? Good evening, good evening, others. Good evening, Sanjay. Is my screen visible? All right, it should be visible now, right? Okay, so see, if someone missed something, okay, due to some network lag or something, okay, just sorry for that inconvenience, but we'll see all those things. Okay, we'll see all those things in a bit. So this is the day one. Okay. Before that, can you guys tell me like, are you guys in like uh, first year, second year, third year, like how passed out? Okay. You can just tell me a little bit about yourself as well. Just write in the chat box. Write in the chat box. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not clearly audible. Is that? Yeah. Okay. So which year? Which year you all on? Are you guys in college still, or you are like passed out? Okay, so you can have a little bit interaction. Okay. Yeah. Am I audible clearly or not? Just confirm in the chat box once. Am I clearly audible? Am I clearly audible or not? Exactly. Exactly. Okay. See, weapon. See, if you have passed out, you haven't get the job. This time, it's time to upskill, right? See, don't worry about the job. You will obviously you'll get a job. Okay, after learning few things. Okay, great. Second year passed out, class 7. Great, great. BCA first semester, great. Okay, that's great. Ways to start if you're in like college. Okay, either in first year, second year, whatever. Okay. Even in past out, doesn't matter. If you have some bit of knowledge about programming. Okay, so we are going to learn from the scratch. This is the day first. Okay, so I'll give you a brief idea what we are going to go through. Okay, first I'll tell you about the Java. Okay, we'll study about the kind of intro, right? We'll have the intro of this Java. So can you guys tell me, we are learning Java. So those who already know, can you tell me like what is Java and how it is different from other languages? You can write in the chat box. This is the first topic. Okay. So I'll even ask you from quiz and we'll learn together, right? Like that. So it could be like a bit of pure learning, right? It'll be easy to understand. Okay. And we'll get some of extra points obviously from you guys as well. So just write in the chat box what is Java and how it is different from other languages if someone knows. Okay, so this is the first part we're going to see. Then second, we'll see the installation if you haven't installed already. Okay, so we'll see the installation part. Okay, so installation is obviously either in Linux, Windows, doesn't matter. We'll see all those things. Then we'll talk about the syntax of the Java. Okay, so syntax means if anyone knows about any programming language, so programming is language is just like conveying your information or your instruction to the computer, right? So programming languages are kind of high level languages, right? Programming language easy to understand. I'll not say that that's good. Easy to understand, object oriented, platform independent, exactly. Robust, okay, great. Used to run website. No, I don't think so. It is used to run website, but it is simple. You can say compile term language, right? Object oriented programming, exactly. Oops, robust platform independence. Yeah, okay, great. So can you tell me like how it is different from other languages? I mean, if I compare, although we don't have to compare any language which is better or not, but if you just compare with the C++, which is most used language again, just like the Java. So what is the difference? What is the difference in between this Java and all of C++? Any there should be difference, right? They both are the high level languages. First thing, okay. So those who are like quite beginners, they are learning from the scratch. When we learn any programming language, this is all are the high level programming languages, right? Even they are categorized into different things, but we'll not go in depth on that. We have to see about the syntax part as well. Okay. So the fourth point today we are going to cover. Okay. So we have like bit of time constant as well. So we'll deep dive into the code tomorrow. Okay. We'll see the basic overview about the Java. Okay. Uh, Very fast. Okay. Object oriented syntax. Okay. So see, HLL is stands for the high level language. Both are the high level language. We'll see the difference why we're learning Java. Okay. I mean, why not C++? Why it's Java? Exactly. So one point is high security. Okay. So it provides the high security, which is quite good. Okay, which is not there in other languages for sure. Okay. So OTP while registering. Okay, great. Okay. See, so this is the third point we are going to see today, and then we'll see about variables and data types. Okay, a bit of loops and few conditions as well. So these are the points which we are going to see today. So this is data types. Okay, so we'll see all those things. First, let's come to the basic part which you all already told me, right? Key about the Java. Okay, let me write in here. Okay, so the first thing is Java is what should be visible. Yeah. So Java is high level programming language. So HL stands for high level programming language, object oriented. Okay, so we'll see what this meaning. Okay, what is this object oriented? We call it object oriented every time, but what does this exactly it means? Okay, we'll see that. Okay, Java is a high level object oriented language as well as platform independent. So for see, there are like a lot of things. Okay, we cannot see all those things today, but so this is one of the points, high level, object oriented and platform independent. So then there is one property which is written like most of the times in the books, if you have read somewhere, WORA. Anyone knows what does it stand for? WORA, exactly, memory management and all those things, right? So can anyone tell me what is this WORA? Okay, then we'll jump to the compiler section. Okay, how it actually executes the code. See, it is bit of theoretical part. Don't worry, it will be only for 5 to 10 minutes. We'll jump onto the code. Okay, those who are like excited for the coding part. Okay, a difference between the Java and JavaScript is not object oriented, but it is object based language. Okay. Java is a static and hard coded language. JavaScript is not. Okay, that's quite a good difference between Java and JavaScript, right? I'll tell you. Don't worry. Okay, that's the difference between C++ uses exactly. This is one of the main difference. Java doesn't actually uses pointers. It is behind the scene. We don't have to worry about the pointers and memory address. That's again one of the point. Okay, so someone already written about this automatic memory management. Okay, this is one of the use cases in Java, right? Because in C++ or C, you have to allocate a memory, right? Which is not there in this Java. It can automatically handle those things. Okay, that's it is preferred. That's why it is preferred, right? So this is like few points. Anyone know about WORA? Write once, run anywhere. This term anyone knows? This is related to the Java only, right? Specifically related to the Java. Okay, so write once, run anywhere means simple thing. Okay, means when we are writing a program. Okay, let's suppose if you have written a Java code. Okay, I'll tell you in a very simple way. You'll understand. Okay, so if I have written a Java like this is a Java code. This is a let's suppose .java file kind of thing. Okay, if you are compiling it. Okay, when you are compiling it with the Java C compiler, let's suppose I'll bring it here. So Java C, I'll tell you, this is, I mean, not right now, not so much necessary, but Java C is the compiler which converts into the bytecode, right? So you'll see this bytecode in here. Okay. So this is the bytecode and it's gets executed by the JVM, right? So this particular thing makes it platform independent, right? This particular bytecode. That's how Java gets like kind of platform independent. So you guys writing this platform independent. This is the reason because Java every time it does Java C compiler converts the code into bytecode, and now in the different operating systems we have the JVM installed, right? So obviously there is one condition. you should have the JVM. Okay, so this is for the Linux part. So they have a different JVM, obviously, and then they has JVM for different. Okay, so this is, let's suppose, for the Windows. Okay, and then this is for the Mac OS, right? So that's how this bytecode gets executed by the JVM, right? So with the help of JVM, which is obviously inside the JRE, right, Java runtime environment. So this is the reason, right? This is the reason why the Java is platform independent. Like a simple. So this makes it platform independent. This is bytecode. Okay, actually. So the main part is Java compiler, actually the first kind of interpreter which is there in the Python. ठीक है, so Python is quite straightforward. Java दो चीजें होती है, ठीक है. It actually executes the code in two parts. दो step में execute करता है, ठीक है, which is your bytecode, and this bytecode gets converted into the normal low level coding, right? You can say the binary code, right? Because computer doesn't understand English, right? Obviously, it doesn't understand your 0 1 or thing, right? Exactly, Samsung. That's open source as well, Java. Okay, so that's why we have lot of open source libraries, right? Exactly. Great. Great. So I hope this is clear, right? This is clear. This is important, even in terms of interview or learning in just Java. This is quite important. To understand this thing, right? With the help of this thing, you can enable the multi-threading part, okay, which is the advanced Java, which you are going to learn, obviously. Okay, so I'll tell you about that advanced DSA program, okay, after the session, right? So I hope this is clear. Anyone have any doubt in here? So we don't have to worry about what is this bytecode, how it is gets executed in like behind the scene. We don't have to go inside that much of depth, right? We have to just understand this part. Keep bytecode kya hota hai, why it is platform independent, and all those things. Basic, right? So this is how it makes Java very unique. Okay, apart from C++, Python, Python में ऐसा नहीं होता कुछ. Okay, not even C++, right? So that's how it works. JavaScript is quite different. It works on the server, right? It doesn't work on your like environment. JVM is the environment for that. Okay, so yeah, it is already June, right? I hope you're able to see this. Okay. So yeah, so this is the part. Let's come to the installation part. See, we don't have much time left right now. Okay. So I'll tell you the basic and overview of the Java. From where, like from tomorrow, we can directly start with the main understanding and few algorithms. Right. Before that, obviously, we should have JDK installed. And again, see, if you're not able to install Java right now, what you can do, you can work on the online compiler for now, obviously. But I suggest you to install JDK and run on VS Code or IntelliJ IDEA, whatever you prefer. I prefer VS Code for the beginners, right? Yeah, exactly. So, any doubts, guys? Koi doubt hai? Anyone have any doubt? Anyone have any doubt? Just let me know. Anyone have any doubt? See, this is the site. Okay, so you can just search for JDK. You'll get this Oracle, and obviously Java is handled by the Oracle, right? So see, we don't have to worry about this history part, right? I'll tell you in between. Java was developed around in 1990s, right, by James Gosling and Sun Microsystems. Okay, that's the history part, obviously. So here we have Java 20 and Java 17. Whatever you like, see, it doesn't matter. You can install JDK 20. So for Linux, we have Debian package. For Mac OS, we have this DMG installer. So this is preferred. Right now I'm on the Windows. I cannot show you the Mac OS or Linux, but this is again quite simple. You have to install the Debian package because it will be easy to install in Linux. Mac OS you can go for DMG. Okay. For the Windows, you have to just simply install the MSI because it will directly execute it. Okay. So the third link for the Windows. I hope it is clear. I hope it is clear. Right. Even you can refer any video for installation. This is not tough task. Okay. Make sure you are installing in C drive. Otherwise, you have to set the environment variables. Okay. So if I get time, because we don't have much time like today, so I'll directly jump into the syntax part. Anyone get any issue with the environment variables or Java version is not detected, you can set the environment variables. Okay. If you're installing in any other directory, okay. मतलब just make it default. You don't have to select anything. Just do next for the installation. I have already installed it, right? I have already installed it, so I cannot show you because my JDK is already 20, right? So you can just download and execute this installer, right? So here you don't have to select anything. It will be like giving you suggestions. You have to just select next. Everything is going to be default. Make it default only, right? After that, you don't have to set the environment variables if you are installing in C drive. ठीक है, आप C drive में अगर install करते हो तो you don't have to worry about the installation part. ठीक है, अब environment variable को set नहीं करना, right? So I hope it is clear. Anyone have any doubt till here? कोई doubt है यहाँ तक? Anyone have any doubt, guys? Anyone have any doubt? Let's jump to the second. This is second part. Okay, so first is done. Second is installation. I hope it is clear. If you don't want to install, you can work on online compiler, right? We have JDoD, just works quite better. Okay, for the Java, so you can work on this as well. Okay, for the online compilation of Java code. Okay, if you prefer. Otherwise, you can go for the JDK part. Right? Let's go to the syntax. Okay, so can anyone tell me what is the basic syntax of the Java program? What is the basic syntax? Do we have any? Uh, do we have any like constraints on making functions or anything in Java? If you are learning Java or any programming language, if you have already heard, let's suppose C language. Okay, so if you are already in college, you must have learned about C language. Okay, so is there any proper syntax, what we call, right, syntax of a language? Because every language has different syntax. Okay, let's suppose if I give a simple example, uh, obviously you have like studied computer in high school or something. Okay, so if you remember about the HTML tags, although you're not going to learn HTML, so this is a syntax, right? HTML closing and opening tags, right, like this. So what is this? This is nothing but syntax, right? I'm just giving an example. So this is a syntax, right? This is a syntax for HTML web pages, right? But here we don't have to worry about the HTML. So that's actually the example part. So what is the syntax? It is a set of rules which is defined for any language, just like Java. Okay. So we have to make a class which is necessary, right? Yeah, I'll repeat. Don't worry. See, here we have to worry about the syntax part. Okay. So I hope you are able to understand this, what is Java and all those things. I'll tell you, see, different points in between. Okay, in 3 days. See, okay, I'm not just going to tell you about all the theory part. Let's have a little bit practical thing. Okay, so in Java, how it works actually, you'll see. So we have a concept of class. I'm not going to tell you about OOPS programming yet, but let's suppose we have a concept of class. A quite simple example. Okay, it'll be easy. Just stick with me. Okay, so we have a concept of class. Just this is normal class. Let's suppose if you are like a class 10th or 12th, whatever. Right, I'm just giving an example, real world. So in class, we have like students, right? We have, let's suppose I'll write S1. Okay, so let's suppose S1, S2, S3, right? Student 1, 2, 3, and like a lot of students we have in the class. I'll say let's suppose 10A, okay, which is obviously the class name, normal class 10. We have like few students. I'm just talking about the real world. Okay, Java actually relates with the real world, right? In like around most of the things work in the OOPS programming, like along with the real world examples. Okay, even if you're like going to read any book, you'll see the real world examples, right? So this is a very simple example. I hope you'll be able to understand. So just like here, I'm just talking about the syntax part. Okay, so यहाँ पे क्या होता है, इन क्लास वी हैव फ्यू स्टूडेंट्स, ठीक है, जो भी स्ट्रेंथ है डजंट मैटर. सो स्टूडेंट के पास क्या होता है, ठीक है, दे हैव देयर ओन लाइक सब्जेक्ट्स, सो वी कैन कॉल देम एज वेरिएबल्स, राइट? सो स्टूडेंट लाइक स्टूडेंट आर नथिंग बट द ऑब्जेक्ट्स ऑफ द क्लास, राइट? राइट नाउ यू कैन से एक क्लास के अंदर में स्टूडेंट होते हैं, ठीक है, जिनका खुद का एक बिहेवियर और एक like you can say the identification part, ठीक है, तो उनकी खुद की आइडेंटिटी एंड देयर इज द टर्म बिहेवियर मतलब कि वो क्या एक्शन परफॉर्म करते हैं, दैट इज नथिंग बट द फंक्शन, ठीक है. तो स्टूडेंट का आप क्या कह सकते हो, लाइक नेम होता है. अब मोस्ट स्पेसिफिकली वी हैव द रोल नंबर, ठीक है, फॉर ईच स्टूडेंट विल बी यूनिक ऑब्वियसली, ठीक है, ऑब्वियसली इट इज गोइंग टू बी यूनिक, राइट? या yeah, we'll do it in a VS Code only, don't worry. Yeah, public static void main is the main part. Let's see it is in this way, then we'll go to that part, right? So every student have a roll number, right? In student 2 also have a roll number which is unique. Okay, so every object is obviously unique in their property and behavior. So this particular thing, this whole scenario can be considered as a syntax for this oops, okay, and more specifically in Java. So in Java, actually, we need this class every time. Okay, if you can relate with the school and class, and in just like roll number, we have subjects. You can say it as a functions. Okay, this sub for student 1 and 2 and 3, right? So this particular thing, whole scenario can be related to the oops. Okay, just like here, we have the concept of class. So we should have any class. Okay, and then it should have a public static void main. Okay, so I'll just write pv uh, sum for sort. Okay, so this particular thing is the entry point, okay, of a Java program. I have written like this, I'll tell you. So this is the main structure, okay, of any Java program, right? Not only specific for this DSA. Any Java code is written like this only. It will have a class, okay, a public class, and it should have a public static void main, which is the running part. Okay, I'll show you the running how it works. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so I assume you have already installed, and if you haven't installed, you can run this code in JDoodle, right? For now, so it'll be easy. Okay, it'll be easy. Exactly. So every statement's enclosed with this semicolon is what termination of the statement, right? So everything means like it has some meaning. Okay, so every like whatever the thing we are writing, either slash and either semicolon, it having a specific meaning, right? So I'll say this is the first program. Okay. See, those who already know about this, obviously, this is quite easy thing. That's nothing different. Okay. See, one more thing which I suggest you guys you should do if you are working on VS Code. First, you have to install JDK and make sure to install an extension called as Java, right? So it'll be the extension pack, and just like I created this file, right? It created this class automatically for me. Okay. So one more thing is in Java there is a proper syntax which should be followed. The file name should be same as the class name. Did you guys know that? Yeah, exactly. Said block of code should be referred in the this brackets. So if anyone have any idea about the Python, they have the indentation. Here we have brackets, right? This is a syntax, nothing else. So this extension pack you should install if you want to make your list suggestions, right? If you want more suggestions on this code, so you can install this extension pack for the VS Code. Okay. Although in the Eclipse and IntelliJ they have already the suggestion part. Okay. So in VS Code, you can install that. So it will create few things. Just like if I write pv psvm, I hit enter, it will create public static void main. See that the only hectic part in Java is we have to write little bit of code, right? More than any other language. Okay. So if you have to write just a print hello world, the most basic program, the first program of any language. So I'll just write that only. So system.out println. So I'll tell you what is this. This is for uh, printing any string or anything, okay, on the terminal. Sorry, not the string. This is hello world, right? Simple. This is the first program, okay, the first program, and this is the main syntax, okay. And this is not only for this program or any specific code. It is for any Java program. It should have a public class. It should have one public static void main. It cannot be repeated. I'll tell you why, right? Because it has a specific meaning, right? Kind of keyword it is. So we cannot override this method, right? That's why. If anyone knows about the function overriding or overloading, okay. So in this case, main cannot be overloaded, which means we cannot have a same function name. Okay, just like the main, it can be overridden, although, but it doesn't mean anything. Okay. So what I'll do, I have to just click on this run. Okay, and you'll see a few commands, and it will say hello world on the terminal. Okay. So if you're able to see in this, we have this string hello world. Okay. And here, this is the basic program. Okay. So first thing you have to understand is we should have one class and we should have a public static void main. So this is called as the entry point. Okay. And if you want to DSA in C++ code, what to do? See, you can install C++. They have their own compiler, right? And you can install the extension for that, obviously. Okay. So just let me know if anyone have any doubt in this point. So why we call it as an entry point? Because when we are running this code, okay, so every language have its own syntax. Java is like this. Okay. So we have a class, first program, we have a function main. Okay. So you cannot change anything. This should be main only, right? There is a specific meaning of that, or like every word written in here. Okay, so we'll talk about this later. What is this public static and void? Okay, because tomorrow we'll see about functions. Okay, yeah. So for the DSA in C++, you can have the compiler of C++ and do the same step. But extension for the Java, this Java file is .java. For the C++, it would be .cpp. Okay, that's the difference. Yeah. So now we have this public static void main. Okay, it's simply printing hello world. I hope it is clear. Anyone have any doubt? Anyone have any doubt till here? Okay, just type in the chat box. Anyone have any doubt? Which compiler? You can just search for the C++. You can search for the C++, right? Yeah. So here, now let's move to the another syntax part. Okay. So this is your simple structure of the Java code. Okay. Now we'll move to the variables. Okay. So what is this variables? We'll learn about this. So it is creating like this. So it is not a keyword. Okay. So there is few terms we should know before diving into the variables. Okay. So there is a term called as keyword. Okay. And then there is a term called constants. Okay, or identifier you can say. Okay, so keyword is fixed. Okay, you cannot use any keyword, it should be fixed. So wherever it is needed, just like main or the class, it should be fixed, right? Means we cannot give a variable name as like this class. Okay, it is not possible. But for this case, let's suppose for constants, or you can say the identifier, this is the user defined name. Okay, so user defined means we can define the name, okay, for that constant or identifier. This will include the variables. Okay, so we'll talk about keywords in detail tomorrow, right? You don't have to worry about keywords right now. So then there is a term as variables. Okay, so variable is quite simple. So let's suppose if you have to store anything, okay, just like a box. Okay, so variable is nothing but just like a not actually like a box, but box is kind of, it will be a block of memory. Okay, so variable is just a name. Okay, or you can see the kind of memory address it stores. Okay, for getting that. Okay, now in here, so see, variables are the name of the identifiers. Okay, so what do we call it by name of the identifiers, which means it is quite simple. If you have to store anything, right, let's suppose if you have to do the sum of any two numbers. Okay, so in general life, let's suppose we have, again we have to make this public static void main. Okay, so variables are you can say more specifically, you can say variable name. Okay, so it will be either of the primitive data type or with the derived data type. Okay, so we'll see about the difference between the primitive and derived data type. Okay, so we have a term called as data type. Okay, see, there are like few terms you should know before learning this Java, okay, or any other language as well. This is quite common. So we should know about the variables, we should know about the data types. Only then you are able to understand anything. Okay, that's why we're learning this. If someone have this question in mind, why we are learning about this, not directly in yeah. So in here we have variables, we have data types, then we have functions, or you can say the methods. Yeah, so this it's quite enough to go through the normal code, okay, of any Java code. So variables already told you to give a name, okay, just like your name. If you have a name, my name is Ayusing, so I have this kind of, you can say the variable name, okay. So that particular value can be denoted from this variable, okay. And this data type is like in general, data types are the type of value which is being stored. Okay, so you can say a type of value which is being stored. Okay, so in Java, as I told you, we don't have the concept of memory management, which is kind of manual, which is not necessary. We have the garbage collector which automatically allocates the memory. Okay, so it is not necessary right now. You can just say you don't have to allocate the memory, unlike in Java. Sorry, unlike in C or C++. Okay, so here what we have to do. Let's suppose if you have to store anything. So this int stores stands for this integer. Okay, and we have a term. Let's suppose number one equals to 14, and here we have int num2 equals to 15, right? So yeah, anyone have any doubt till now? Just let me know about the variables. Okay, so we'll talk about the data types. Okay, just let me know if anyone have any doubt about the variables. Okay, so this num1 and num2 is nothing but a variable. Okay, variable can user defined obviously, and it can store a value. Either it could be a primitive or non-primitive data type. Okay, so here we are working with the primitive data type, which is int. Okay, and we have a quite classification into the data type. Okay, in general we have two types, right? the primitive and non-primitive, or you can say the derived. So primitive data types are simple, which is again predefined. Okay, just like the keywords. So this int is primitive, which means it can store only this num1. Okay, it can store only integer. It cannot store any string, or it cannot store any character. Character means I cannot store a. Okay, I cannot store a. Although in if you have to store any can say letters or strings, we call them strings, we have to pass the single and double quotes. Okay, single quotes for the one character, double quotes for the string. Let's suppose if I have to write hello. Okay, so it cannot store this. You'll obviously get a compile time error, type mismatch. Okay, because this is of int type. Okay, that's what data type means. Okay, it will say in num1 should be only number, right? Simple. So here it should be a number like this, and we have this number and num2 again, and this is again variables. Okay, so now if you have to store the sum, right? So obviously we can perform the arithmetic operations. We'll talk about the operators. Okay, so let's suppose if I just say num1 plus num2, right? Simple. So if I say like this, num1 and num2, it can store the sum, right? I'll just print it out. Okay. So just tell me, anyone have any doubt? Any doubt till now? Any doubt? Okay. Also, just let me know. Can you tell me the difference between the primitive and derived data type? If anyone knows about this. Anyone knows the difference between the primitive and derived data type? Anyone? Guys, do you know about the primitive and derived data types? Just type in the chat box. Right? Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. Primitive was okay. Okay. So in here we have let's see. So what you have to pass in here sum, right? Which stores the sum of num1 and num2. Okay. So num1 means not this num1. Okay. It is 10, the value. So this is going to be 10. This is going to be 15. So sum is going to be 30. Sorry, it's 25, right? Simple. Again, I'll just click on run. You'll see this terminal will work and it will give us 25. Okay. So I'll say sum equals to, okay, yes. So it will be clear to see sum equals to 25, right? Print ln and print mid difference is simple. So print ln actually changes the line. Okay, let's see that as well. See, this is quite easy. When we use ln, okay, when we use ln, it means the compiler, that particular you can say the cursor of that compiler, right? When it executes any code, that cursor is going to be passed on the next line. Okay, I'll show you with a simple example. Let's see. Okay, if I just say first, if I say first line, okay, and let's ignore this one, I'll comment this out. Okay, so comments means this code is not going to be executed. I have commented this code. Okay, comment this out as well. And in here we have print, and I'll say this, I'm writing first line and second line. Okay, but this notice in here, when I write or when I execute this, okay, just notice in here, you'll see first line and no space in between the line and second. Okay, so we are just getting second line in the same. Okay, but what I wanted in a different line. Okay, so for this case, we have to use the ln, right? So when I write ln in here, you'll see the difference. Okay. I'll execute this code again. Now you'll see in the first code, previous code, it gives in a single line, and now we're getting in different. Simple, right? So ln actually means line change. That's not full form, but the actual working it does. Okay, so line change. Okay, it does line change. So I hope this thing is clear. This is the simple arithmetic operation also we are doing. Okay, so this is nothing but an operator. Can anyone tell me primitive can store one value at a time, but non-primitive, yeah, exactly. So non-primitive can store the like multiple values at a time. Okay, so in general, I hope you understood the features of the Java, right? That's basic few points we talked about. So in general, when we have to talk about the structure, we have this structure. This is the structure of normal Java code. Okay, and right now we're not doing any import or anything. Okay, we'll see that today. We have understood the concept of main. This is nothing but the entry point. Why we call it a entry point? Because when I run this code, okay, in simple, let's suppose if you have any function, when you're going to learn about function, when I execute this code, it will look up for this function and execute this lines only. Okay, not other codes. If I have written like this, suppose, okay, right now it doesn't mean anything. Okay, if you knows already about the functions, let's say print, and what I'll do, I'll just say not this function. I'll say hello. It's the function. Don't worry about this. We'll actually we have to see this tomorrow. We'll see about this. Okay, this function. In here, what do we have? So when I execute this, this particular code is not going to be executed, right? This is going to be only compiled. Okay, not executed as such. This code executes. If you call this, because see, every time a function is meaningful only when you're calling it. Okay, so we'll talk about this. Obviously, this is a different topic. We'll talk about this. Just let me know if you have any doubts in here. Okay, so again I'll tell you the normal difference. Okay, so someone already told me about this primitive and derived data type, right? Why we use xc? That x is just an extension in java, right? Sorry, in this vs code. So this is just the extension. Even if I remove this, it will automatically, okay, it will automatically come to that point. Okay, so that's just an extension, nothing else. Okay, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, doesn't mean anything. Okay. See, void is the return type, which means null. We are not returning anything. So see, this particular term we'll see tomorrow because we don't have much time right now. Okay. See, void, this particular line, right, have a different meaning. Okay, whole thing. So public, it has a different meaning. Static have a different meaning, and void. We are going to learn this when we are learning functions. Okay, so it will be clear by then. Right now, you can say void means null. Okay, so we are not returning anything from here. We are simply printing. Okay, the sum and this few strings. That's the void. Okay, void means you that function should not return anything. Simple. Okay. Yeah, we'll see collections. Don't worry, right? We'll see collections tomorrow because that is the external library, right? So let's talk about the data types I talked about. Simple. Okay, so we'll not see all the data types, but in general, as I said, it is categorized into two. Okay, so I have a simple question. Okay, those who already know about the data types. So can anyone tell me what is the difference between the character and string? If you know about the string. Okay, so the first is primitive. What is the difference between the character and string? Okay, also in which particular category it should go, right? That's one of the important point. So yeah, we'll see tomorrow. Okay, we'll see that tomorrow. Just tell me what is the difference between the character and string. So you'll for those who already don't know. So what is the difference between the character and string? I'll tell you if anyone uh, doesn't have any idea about the character or string. Those who know, you can write in the chat box. Void is simply means nothing exactly. Void is nothing. That's null character. Sequence of character is string. Okay. So character is primitive or derived data type. That I want to know. Primitive I have already told you, which is predefined data types. Okay. And derived is like kind of derived from primitive only, or you can say the user defined. Okay, because we define the arrays, someone can say like this is the predefined as well, but they are the terms, but you can say the user defined types. Okay, which means we have to define an array, right? Here we already have an integer. Okay, so this is the predefined. Okay, which is there in the java compiler and libraries. So this is primitive, it cannot be changed. This obviously it is in our hand how we have to perform, right? Or we have to work with the derivative type. All right, so yeah guys, see, we don't have much time. Just tell me this difference. Okay, so we can wrap up for today, and I'll tell you about the condition statements. Okay, primitive character. Oh, char is primitive, character is derived. Okay. No, no, no. See, just tell me the difference between char and string, not character. Character is a class, different thing. Okay. Char is a single word, string is a collection of words. Okay, great. String is non-primitive. Okay, great. See, I hope someone gets confused with this string. This is actually derived, although it looks like primitive data type, but it is not. Okay. The difference is again simple. Predefined means it is can store only a single value, a unique value. Okay. Here it is derived from primitive only. So string is nothing but a sequence of characters, right? That's why it is derived. Although it is still kind of contradictory, right? Which means why it is derived or type. It has a fixed value, we cannot change, right? One there is one term which is related to the mutability. Okay, the string is immutable, right? We cannot update the value and all those things. Okay, so yeah, so this much all. Anyone have any doubt till now? Just let me know. Okay, so for today we don't have much time left, but okay, let's talk about that condition statements tomorrow. Let me know if you have any doubt till now, guys. If you have any doubt till now, just let me know. Any doubt till now? Okay, so we'll talk about the conditional statements. We have talked about the data type. Okay, so I'll tell you a few examples when we're going to do the coding part. Okay, so we'll see all the derived and primitive data types most used. Okay, and this thing you should remember, string is derived just because of the sequence of characters. Okay, using Python and DSA in Java. See, Python DSA in Python is not preferred. Okay, because in that we have the syntax is quite easy, right, in Python, and it is a bit complex to use different libraries. So even I don't suggest to use Python for DSA. You should go for Java because Python is easy to learn, kinda, but Python doesn't support the kind of you can say the main coding structure, right? The paradigm we follow, the functional programming. Okay, that is quite okay. Python, we have everything in library, right? So you don't have to you cannot learn the syntax in proper way. Okay, if you learn Java, obviously you can then go for Python, but it is preferred to use Java or C++. Most preferred it should be Java. Okay, so yeah, again, I hope this screen is visible. So any doubts if you have, you can tell me. Otherwise, we'll do the more coding part, whatever we have left. Okay, the condition statements, and we'll start from functions tomorrow. Right now, just make sure to mark the attendance. Okay, I hope you already got this. So you have to just click on this mark attendance. Make sure to give whatever rating you want to give. Okay, and this is the program you are interested in. So we have two programs, right? Java and DSA and full stack web dev. Okay, so whatever you're interested in, you can just go for it and give a proper feedback, right? Whatever, okay, which can be improved or anything. Submit your attendance because see, uh, main thing is the to get a certificate, you should have at least 50% this criteria, right? So that will include the assignments as well. So we'll see the assignments tomorrow. We'll solve the assignments from tomorrow. We'll get the quiz also. Okay, so we'll solve few questions tomorrow. Okay, and manual logic is exactly so. Python actually it is not preferred to learn, right? If you're in learning stage specifically for DSA, Python is not a good choice. Okay, again it's up to me. Okay, I'm just suggesting. Okay, it's not like that Python cannot be used for DSA, but Java is preferred. Okay, you learn so many things which cannot be done in Python. Okay, that's all. So yeah, so make sure to mark the attendance, and this referral option you can just check it out how you can refer. You can earn the coins as well, right? Then there is a B.Tech this program, right? I hope you already got about this, and more specifically we have two things, right? I guess this is the yeah. You'll be getting this in the description box only, right? You'll be getting two. There is Postman fundamentals. Okay, so make sure to join that. Okay, so you'll get to understand about the APIs, how the APIs work in real world. Okay, the implementation and all those things. And then there is a, I guess, again a web bootcamp as well, right? So make sure to join that. Okay, the description it is given in the description link. Okay, so I guess it's not opening in here, but you can obviously see one more thing is you have to enroll first, right? In this, then only you're able to mark your attendance. Then you will be eligible for certificate. Okay, you can just check out this DSA program. This is quite good. Okay, you'll, even if you're like you can get this MacBook or the prizes, right, which is there. If you refer any friend and he or she gets enrolled into this program, okay. Then there is a proper DSA program also, okay, which you can check in here, full stack data, and then there is a DSA program as well, right? Yeah, this is stuff. Okay, so we have two. I guess there is a web dev, which is there, I guess, in the description link. Make sure to check it out. Okay, so you'll be able to understand the API. Okay, more specifically the working of the APIs. Okay, so it'll be good if you join this bootcamp, and then You can check it this one, right? There is a DSA program as well. Okay, the paid one. So make sure to join that. Okay, and you can even check it out. This is a CSC program. They have and everything. I guess they're in the program. Okay, I guess you'll be getting this link in the chat box as well. Okay, the main thing, make sure to mark the attendance. Okay, and submit the feedback. Right, we'll solve the assignments tomorrow. Anyone have any doubt till now? Just let me know. Okay. Also, if you enjoyed the session, again, we did the more theoretical part today. Okay, we have seen few codes only. We'll start with the coding tomorrow directly. Okay, we'll see functions and we'll see the conditional statements. Okay. Yeah, only DSA you can get, obviously. Yeah. There is a program, specific program for the DSA. We'll get to learn everything, right? So you can check it out. This there in the description box. Okay, the last thing. Okay, it's only for the list price 59900. Right? So we can check it out and make sure to, if you enjoyed the session, make sure to like the video. Okay, share with your friends so they can join the bootcamp as well. Okay, and make sure to subscribe the channel as well. Right. So any doubts, guys? Any doubts if you have, just let me know. Any doubts? Yes, Raj, you can get for the DSA as well. Okay, you can check just check out that link and enroll into that DSA program. Okay. Okay, great. So anyone have any doubt? I hope this attendance thing is clear. For the assignments, we'll see tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, no problem. See, we'll study the main thing. Okay, actually the main thing is going to start from the tomorrow. Make sure to join that. Okay, because tomorrow we'll see about functions, the working of the methods. Okay, and the memory management kind of thing. Okay, how actually this thing works in the call stack. Okay, the internal implementation, right? So it'll be fun. It'll be fun session. Just join tomorrow. Yeah. So any doubts? Any doubts, guys? See, notes thing you'll be getting, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. No issues. Yeah. We'll cover the algorithm part tomorrow, obviously. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, right? We have just studied the overview, right? Don't worry. Okay, we'll see the coding part and the algorithm part tomorrow. Okay. So I hope if you don't have any doubt, make sure to whatever the link is given, right? Just make sure to check it all the programs. Okay, make sure to join that Postman one and WebDev. Okay. Then see you guys tomorrow then. Okay. I think sure. So any doubts? I'll be still here for 1 or 2 minutes. Any doubts if you have, just let me know. About collection, yeah, exactly. So I'll tell you about the collection framework tomorrow. Okay, don't worry. Okay, all right, all right. Yes. So any doubt, any doubt till here? Whatever we have learned today, okay, this is the basic and the overview of Java. Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. We'll learn about the collection framework and the difference between the array, right? Okay, no doubts. That's great. Okay, so see you guys then tomorrow. Have a good evening. Okay.